Right then, on today's Liverpool News Daily, we're going to run the rule over some cracking stories. Richard Hughes now ready to discuss £60 million forward deal. Then, Dominik Szoboszlai opens up about his Liverpool future. Finally, good news as RB Leipzig admit defeat over Yan Diomande. What's the sequence of the events? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome. We've got some thrilling Liverpool news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Liverpool updates. An absolute revolution is underway at Anfield as sporting director Richard Hughes completely reimagines the frontline following last year's high-profile arrivals of Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, and Alexander Isak. While the imminent and official departure of Mohamed Salah marks the emotional end of an era, attention now turns to the future of Cody Gakpo, whose £250,000 a week spot is suddenly under threat from the meteoric rise of teenage sensation Rio Ngamaha. New manager Andoni Iraola faces a fascinating tactical dilemma, balancing the immense promise of our youth academy against the proven, top-tier quality that Gakpo consistently delivered during his rise to prominence on the European stage. With elite European heavyweights like Atletico Madrid, AC Milan, and Tottenham Hotspur all circling for the former PSV captain, Liverpool find themselves in a brilliant position to secure a massive profit on Jurgen Klopp's initial £35 million investment. Letting go of a player of Gakpo's caliber is undoubtedly a massive gamble for Iraola's silverware ambitions, yet the opportunity to reinvest those substantial funds into fresh, dynamic wingers could be exactly what's needed to keep the Reds ahead of the chasing pack. It is an incredibly fine line between evolution and instability, and the club's hierarchy must decide whether cashing in on the Dutchman serves the long-term vision or leaves the squad dangerously short on elite experience. Do you think Andoni Iraola should cash in on Cody Gakpo to fund the next generation, or is keeping him vital for our title ambitions? Following on from previous news, we now turn our eyes to yet another massive development brewing behind the scenes at Anfield. Liverpool Chiefs are reportedly feeling immensely confident regarding the long-term future of one of their absolute midfield powerhouse figures. The Merseyside Giants are working tirelessly to ensure this vital maestro remains anchored to the Anfield turf for many years to come. According to the latest whispers from Wilson Cox LFC, the ongoing discussions over a bumper new contract are flashing incredibly positive signs. Since first stepping foot onto the hallowed Anfield grass, the Hungarian international has seamlessly transformed himself into an entirely irreplaceable component of the Reds' engine room. Under the shrewd guidance of current head coach Andoni Iraola, he is widely tipped to elevate his game to a truly world-class standard. His characteristically aggressive pressing and driving forward runs are viewed as a hand-in-glove fit for Iraola's high-octane tactical philosophy. This growing leadership authority on the pitch makes him a priceless asset that the club simply cannot afford to lose. While the current contract negotiations are progressing smoothly, an intriguing detail from the player's past has recently resurfaced to spark lively debate among the footballing faithful. Dominik Szoboszlai has previously admitted in candid interviews that donning the famous white shirt of Real Madrid remains an ultimate career dream of his. However, such grand ambitions are hardly uncommon among elite modern footballers and certainly do not detract from his current loyalty. For the time being, Szoboszlai maintains he is thoroughly delighted with life on Merseyside and remains completely locked in on the club's silverware ambitions. This proactive stance from the Anfield boardroom stems directly from lessons learned during some rather painful contract standoffs in recent seasons. The decision-makers are determined to prevent wild transfer speculation from disrupting squad harmony and creating unwanted headlines in the local press. By securing the midfield talisman's signature well ahead of time, the club establishes the long-term stability required to challenge on all fronts. It serves as a resounding statement of intent that Liverpool are fiercely committed to building a dominant new era around their core superstars. At just 25 years of age, The dynamic number 8 is gracefully entering what many experts consider to be the peak prime of his professional career. He already boasts a wealth of elite European experience, while still possessing frightening room for further tactical development. Alongside stellar names like Florian Wirtz, Alexis McAllister, and Ryan Gravenberch, he completes what is arguably the most formidable midfield unit in European football. Preserving the unity of this incredibly gifted midfield group is understandably the absolute priority for everyone inside the Melwood hierarchy. Ultimately, the overarching signals surrounding this high-stakes contract saga bring immense comfort and joy to the Anfield faithful. The club hierarchy remains thoroughly optimistic about the future, while the player himself is reportedly loving life under Andoni Iraola's brilliant stewardship. Although that childhood dream of Madrid still lingers in the background, his immediate dedication to the Liverpool badge cannot be questioned. Dominik Szoboszlai's immediate future seems destined to remain intertwined with the rich history and grand ambitions of this great football club. Do you think tying Szoboszlai down to a long-term deal is the most important piece of business for Liverpool this summer? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Moving swiftly on to our third big story today, and Liverpool are reportedly ready to smash their transfer record to secure a generational defensive talent. Sporting director Richard Hughes is understood to have seen an initial €100 million package for centre-back Yan Diomande knocked back by RB Leipzig, who are publicly maintaining that the player is strictly not for sale. However, whispers from behind the scenes suggest the Bundesliga outfit may be forced to soften their stance following the costly sacking of manager Ole Werner. With newly appointed boss Martin de Michelis needing to balance the books, Andoni Iraola's Reds are poised to test their resolve with a blockbuster second bid that could reach an astronomical €120 million. While some might question dropping such a staggering sum, it represents a calculated gamble for an elite defender who could anchor Iraola's backline for the next decade. Cynics will argue that overpaying plays right into Leipzig's hands, especially when they need to generate €100 million in summer sales to fix their budget crisis. Yet, securing a primary target ahead of Europe's elite would send a massive statement of intent about the direction the club is heading under this new management. It remains a high-stakes game of poker between Merseyside and Germany, but Anfield chiefs seem entirely convinced that this immense investment will pay off in silverware. Do you think breaking the bank for Yan Diomande is the right move for Iraola's revolution, or should the recruitment team look at cheaper alternatives elsewhere? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're a true Liverpool fan, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's meet again soon to discuss the greatest club, Liverpool.
See you next time.
See you soon.